The morning light came in too sharp, slicing through the thin curtains and landing directly across her face. She winced, turned slightly, and then froze. Her head throbbed. Her throat felt dry, like she hadn't had water in days. The room was unfamiliar, quiet except for the faint hum of an air conditioner. For a moment, she didn't move, as if staying still could somehow rewind time and bring back whatever she had lost. Then she noticed the blanket. Pulled too high, tucked too carefully. Her heart began to race. "Hey," she said, her voice hoarse. There was movement to her left. A chair creaked softly. I sat there, elbows on my knees, eyes tired from a night without sleep. "You're awake," I said quietly. She turned her head toward me, confusion clouding her expression. Then something darker flickered behind her eyes. "Last night," she started, swallowing hard. Did you strip me?" The words hung in the air like something fragile and dangerous at the same time. I didn't look away. "I'm sorry," I said. "That was my fault." Her body stiffened instantly. She pulled the blanket tighter around herself, her breath quickening. "What do you mean your fault?" she asked, her voice trembling now, not with weakness but with fear. "What happened?" I leaned back slightly, giving her space, careful with every movement, every word. "You passed out," I said gently. "At the party. You barely remember, I guess." Her eyes searched my face, trying to read truth from it. "I remember drinking," she said slowly. "And dancing, I think. Then everything just—" She shook her head. "It's blank." I nodded. "Yeah, you weren't okay. You collapsed near the hallway. People thought you just had too much, but it didn't look right." Her grip on the blanket loosened just a little. "And you?" "I got you out of there," I said. "You couldn't walk. You were barely conscious." Silence stretched between us again, thick and heavy. Her voice dropped to almost a whisper. "And my clothes?" I exhaled slowly, choosing honesty over comfort. "You got sick," I said. "More than once. It was bad. Your clothes were soaked and you were freezing. I tried to wake you, but you couldn't respond." Her eyes widened, not in fear this time, but in realization. I don't remember any of that." "I know," I said. "I didn't know what else to do. I couldn't leave you like that. So I paused briefly. I covered you up as best as I could. Used a blanket. Stayed here the whole night." She stared at me, her breathing slowly beginning to even out. "You stayed?" she asked. I nodded. "On that chair. Just in case you woke up or needed anything." Her gaze shifted to the chair, then back to me. The tension in her shoulders eased, but something deeper, something more complex settled in her eyes. "You could have—" she started, then stopped. "Yeah," I said quietly. "I could have. But I didn't." Another silence followed, but this one felt different. Less sharp. Less afraid. She pulled the blanket down slightly, enough to sit up. The movement was cautious, like she was still testing reality. Still unsure what was safe.
"Why did you say it was your fault?"
she asked after a moment. I looked down at my hands. "Because I should have stopped you earlier," I admitted. "I saw you drinking more than usual. I thought about saying something, but I didn't want to seem controlling or ruin your night." I ignored that feeling. Her expression softened. "So when everything went wrong," I continued, "it felt like I failed you in some way." She let out a slow breath, her eyes glistening slightly. "You didn't fail me," she said. I shook my head gently. "Maybe not completely, but I could have done better." She studied me for a long moment, like she was seeing me for the first time. Not just the surface, not just the version people show at parties or in passing conversations, but something deeper, something real. "You know," she said quietly, "most people would have panicked, or worse, and taken advantage of the situation." Her voice wavered slightly on the last words. I met her gaze, steady. "I'm not most people." A faint, almost invisible smile touched her lips. "No," she said. "You're not." She looked down at her hands, then back at me again. I was scared for a second," she admitted. "Waking up like this, not remembering. It felt like something had been taken from me." I nodded slowly. "That makes sense. But now," she continued, her voice growing steadier, "it feels like something was protected instead." The words hit deeper than I expected. Neither of us spoke for a while after that. The room felt warmer somehow, like the sunlight had softened. "Thank you," she said finally. I gave a small nod. "You don't have to thank me." "I do," she replied. "Because you didn't just help me. You respected me when I couldn't even speak for myself." There was a quiet strength in her voice now. Not fragile anymore, not uncertain. And in that moment, something shifted inside me too. All my life, I had thought doing the right thing was simple, clear, obvious, but sitting there, in that quiet room, I realized it wasn't always about grand gestures or visible actions. Sometimes it was about what you chose not to do, about restraint, about integrity when no one was watching. "I'll step out," I said, standing up. "Give you some time." She nodded, then hesitated. "Hey." I paused at the door. "I'm glad it was you," she said. I didn't respond right away. There wasn't a perfect line for that. No clever reply. So I just nodded once and stepped outside. The hallway felt colder, quieter, but inside something felt settled, clear. Not pride, not relief, just the quiet understanding. That real character isn't proven in moments of attention. It's revealed in moments like that. When someone trusts you without even knowing it, and you choose to be worthy of that trust.